Hello, this is Lady Bibliophile and Junior Bibliophile here for my Lady Bibliophile. This is part 2 of the vlog we started last week. We are going through the rest of the questions, as it is a fairly extensive blog interview. So, we will start out with asking what Shyler's favorite reading snack is.
I really don't like snacks while I read. I think they're distracting. I'm sure they're good in theory, and I know lots of people who love snacks, but I personally don't. Unless it's a gourmet chocolate bar, like dark chocolate and raspberry, or dark chocolate and sea salt. Something like that. I'll go for a gourmet chocolate bar.
How do you feel about giving bad or negative reviews? I think sometimes you kind of have to. No, I just do.
I'm the personality type that doesn't have a problem with finding fault with something. I try to be careful. I really try to be careful when I give a negative review. I try to write it in such a way that if the author came and read it, they would come away and they would have my honest opinion if I thought it was really bad, but they wouldn't go away
They'd be
torn to
edified.
pieces. Right, they would be edified by it. However, if it was a friend, yeah, I would feel really bad about giving a negative review, and would probably refrain if at all possible. So,
If you could read in a foreign language, which languages would you choose?
well, I can already read in Arabic and Japanese. That was a joke last week, by the way. I know neither language, but I would probably like Latin and Greek and Hebrew, and Gaelic. Definitely Gaelic.
Most intimidating book you've ever read?
Oh, I think I'm actually working on the most intimidating book right now. I am reading Edmund Spenser's The Fairy Queen, which is a 700-page, 7-part epic poem about the 12, well, it was supposed to be about 12 virtues, but he died by the 7th, so he didn't get through all 12. And it's poetry and it rhymes, but it's not written in modern spellings. I know it's not Old English. I can't remember. I can't remember what type of English it's called, but most of the words are spelled in old spellings. So that will probably be my highest reading achievement once I've finished it.
Favorite poet?
Actually, I haven't read much poetry, so probably at this point it would be A.A. Milne and Sir Walter Scott. I love Sir Walter Scott's Lady of the Lake, and I love A.A. Milne's Pooh.
How many books do you usually have checked out of the library at any given time?
It used to be I would get 20 at a time.
How?
You know,
Is
that's
that
just a
possible?
reasonable amount,
No.
I think, for any bibliophile. And now I am a delinquent, and I generally only have 3 or 4, which is sad.
What is your most favorite fictional character?
Oh, yes! We had to reshoot this vlog, actually, because we shot it last week and played it and it had no sound. So all our witty and charming remarks were lost to the future generations.
I know. Tragedy indeed.
So we're reshooting it now. So I was actually able to make a decent list of my favorite characters. I only have a few here.
Goodness
because
gracious.
I was choosing my most favorite. Let me see. These are in no particular order. Now where do I start? I love Herbert Pocket and Pip and Wemmick from Great Expectations. I love Masuda from The Brethren, and Beleg Strongbow from The Children of Hurin. I love King Tyrion from The Last Battle in the Chronicles of Narnia. He was always a favorite with me.
Mm-hmm.
I like Laddie from Gene Stratton Porter's Laddie, and I love Cadfael and Hugh Beringer from the Cadfael novels. The sheriff is just awesome. Jane Stewart from Jane of Lantern Hill, and Pollyanna. I like Richard Hannay and Davy Crawford from John Buchan's books. I like, my favorite Jane Austen heroine is actually Fanny Price. I love Ellen and Davy from Kidnapped. and Frodo and Sam from The Lord of the Rings. And then probably Amy Dorrit and Arthur Clennam. Freckles has always been a favorite of mine. I like Old Hurricane from The Hidden Hand. He's always yelling at everyone. And poor old Wool.
Oh, poor old Wool.
Oh, yes. And I like, one of my favorite heroes, actually, is Malcolm from George MacDonald's The Fisherman's Lady. He's one of the best heroes in all of literature. And I love, Gibby would probably be my second favorite of MacDonald's heroes, but Malcolm's awesome.
Gotcha.
So that's my favorite fictional character.
One. Perfect.
One.
We're doing really well.
It's all in one heart.
I'll give that one to you. Alright. Favorite fictional villain?
Definitely Blondois from Little Dorrit. He tops it, guys. He's the best ever. I don't love bad guys.
Moving on. Books I'm most likely to bring on vacation.
Vacation, I love to bring tried and true favorites. I don't like to bring new books because then if I find something that really upsets me, then it kind of ruins my vacation.
Mm-hmm.
So I really love bringing Jean Stratton Porter, L.M. Montgomery, maybe Scarlet Pimpernel, something like that that's a trusty old favorite that I love.
The longest you've gone without reading?
Not long. At all.
That's my bibliophile.